Welcome to another episode of Frank's Treks and Tracks, the exploration of the world, both real and imaginary. Visiting the Durango and Hudson home layout, now coming up on its second anniversary. The newly rebuilt Westpac SW9 number 316, a 50-year event, makes its way across the town yard. So here we have Deuce Crossing, newly added to connect in the upper Manton yards. Still working a little bit on the foam. And here's a little view of the Strucker Viaduct and the yards going back. The yards during construction are now installed. And that's pretty much where they reside, upper and lower, N scale and HO. So here we had some Alcos running around the yards, a Southern and a CNJ. A little bit of Alco magic going on. Passing some rating power on the line going into Big Buck Mountain. And of course there's the Lehigh Valley switcher, which we've added sound to, another old unit, lifelike. Our PAs coming through. And here we got a view of Big Buck Mountain with some CSX action going by. And a PCC running on the Drake streetcar line. A little bit of on-street action. That Lehigh Valley switcher, and hoping to demonstrate the streetcar interlock. And hopefully a streetcar will stop. Yep, there it goes. So the safety interlocks are infrared. So infrared trip beams that look at the main line and the PCC location. And stop PCC power or streetcar power when there's activity on the main. So as soon as it clears, it should be on its way along the line to Slippery Thighs Canyon. And here we have an Erie, PA ambling down on the westbound. And the Lehigh Valley comes up passing it. And here we're going past Deuce Crossing again. And this is some in-cab action, as will be for the rest of this video. We're running now on the eastbound line. And we're coming up pretty close on that previous train. Get a little bit of space over here. There we go. And the Mountain Division Camelback goes off to the right. We'll follow along past the Signal Bridge and onto Slippery Thighs Canyon Bridge. Today we're running I believe 9 trains simultaneously, so it tends to be a pretty busy bit of action. And we go rolling into the town yard as soon as we get past the canyon. And on the right, those flashing lights, that's Dante's Gates of Hell underground parking. A grade crossing which will soon be activated. A D&H freight sitting on the side there waiting to hit the main line. And we're going to be approaching the Railfan Bridge. As we go under, you'll see another trolley sitting on the right hand side waiting for the freight to clear. Again, this is a automated setup with infrared beams, some of which you can see the diodes there, which automatically detect safe crossing for the streetcars. we'll slowly be rounding the corner over to Big Buck Mountain Portal. All the foam mountains and a lot of the scenery on this layout are all removable. So to make it easy to clean, and if we ever have to dismantle for transport, it can be done with little damage. So here we enter through the tunnel, and we're starting up the grade as we head up to our Lady of the Perpetual Timetable railroad station. That one is actually a kit-bashed church, which divided in half. So the front half made into the railroad station, and the back half is a church that you'll see a little bit later. So still climbing the grade. Grades are about 2.5% here. And we should be seeing a PCC come along the line pretty soon. Oh, it's the Brill trolley. And here we come upon the station. It's lit, but we still need to do some interior work there. We're passing underneath the Canyon Falls. So this is the Canyon Falls Tunnel. And it looks like that Erie, PA is coming up with westbound. Some action on the N scale up above. Struck a viaduct on the right. And getting passed by that Camelback on the Mountain Division. So here we are on the N scale Mountain Division. The main line is running to our left. The Santa Fe, PA war bonnets are moving pretty quick. So this is where the Mountain Division breaks away from the main. As it snakes around the mountain, comes up and over the grade up to the Struck Viaduct. And rounds the corner again by Deuce Crossing. The Deuce Crossing Bridge is the green one you see out there. That's a Kato kit. And winding around the mountain, they're back to pretty much where we started. Next up on the HO is the Drake Street car line. Here we are riding down the back alley, heading into the portal for the streetcar line into Big Buck Mountain. Looks like there's lots of action on the main today. We got that Erie, PA's passing us by. And a Burlington Northern Switcher coming up on the other side. And here we are running on the street again. This is Drake Street. And there's another PCC running a loop. So we've just crossed the main line, and we're going to be crossing it once again. Here we go, making the main line crossing. And that platform ahead is the Sleepy Flies Canyon platform, where you can look out and see the canyon as we pass into the tunnel. As we exit the tunnel, we're going to be under the main line. There's that PA crossing over us again. Back of the tattoo parlor. And then we're in the back area of Drake Street. So this area is going to be laid in with styrene, so for on-road running. Just one of our future projects. And again, we're just about back where we started from. Okay, so here we're running with the westbound, passing the Lehigh Valley local freight under the railroad, under the railfan bridge. PCC crossing the main. Over the bridge over Slippery Flies Canyon. Get a pretty good view of the upper and lower Manton yards out there. Getting the view from the westbound track of Deuces Crossing Canyon. And into the tunnel. So now we're heading upgrade through the back slot. And here is the westbound view as we head in under the canyon waterfall. And the train will be exiting through Lady of the Perpetual Timetable Station. Meet up with the LV switcher again, eastbound. So now we're heading downgrade. All the carving is directly on foam. There's no plaster on this, if there is, very little. Heading into Big Buck Mountain. Got a little bit of the Big Buck Mountain tunnel interior done. After the Great Crossing, the Clabber Girl factory. Coming back along through, past Railfan Bridge. Oh, yeah, PCC did stop, that's good. Don't want any close calls there. Back over Slippery Thighs Canyon. Okay, so now we're on the Mountain Division HO line, heading up the grade. Rounding the corner, past the signal bridge and onto the edge of Slippery Thighs Canyon. Coming up on our right will be Struck a Viaduct. Passing that freight again. And now heading downgrade under the viaduct. Past the Manton Yards, passenger station on the right hand side, and we end up back at the edge of Slippery Thighs Canyon again. Alright, that's it. Thanks everybody for watching. This is the Durango and Hudson signing off to you.